Anthony Edwards, he is going to miss his second straight game tonight when the Timberwolves play the Rockets. He's listed as out with a right foot injury. He's doing some maintenance on it after missing Tuesday's game for the same reason. So our senior insider, Charania, is here in studio with us. The Wolves are playing tonight, Shams, in the first night of what's going to be a back-to-back for him. And here's why I'm a little bit concerned. Because Ant had 2 days off to rest, and he's superhuman, and he's still not back. So what's the severity of what he's dealing with here?
So, Malika, what Anthony Edwards is dealing with is a reinfection in a toe in his right foot, and he's been getting treatment for it, allowing it to calm down, and he's already, though, back on the court, and he's going to be day-to-day on a return to action. Just as a reminder, he dealt with the same infection in December. He missed 11 days because of it, just to allow it to calm down, get treatment on it, and then essentially this is very, very similar process for him. So he's going to be out tonight in Houston. He's going to be day-to-day on a return from this infection in that foot. Okay, so this is just something that's been nagging him for a little bit here. Hopefully he can get right because he's so electric when he is on the floor. Shams, thank you very much for that. But in his absence, Julius Randle has really stepped it up for the Timberwolves in the 8 games that Ant's been unavailable this year. He leads the team in points and assists in those games. In Minnesota, they've won 5 of the 8, and he joined our Hall of Famer, Doris Burke, in the film room.
Randle receives the pass, takes a long three, and knocks it home. He can't be stopped. The jumper hits it. Randle, two-handed slam.
You're playing with Anthony and without a point guard. Anthony initially had 2 defenders with him, and then Zubac goes down to the paint, opposite Ant. How mindful of things are you here?
I'm really just giving him space to work, and depending on what he does, like if he drives to his right hand, then I will pull around, so he just has outlets. And I think the biggest thing is giving him space, and then when he goes into creation, just giving him outlets. You can see Zubac kind of tilting the floor and being an early low man.
Stop it here for me. Look at how many ticks are on that clock.
7, yes. The easy thing will be to catch it, take a couple dribbles, shoot a step back 3, and it's a shot that I can make, but it's like not settled. He's trying to push me towards the help to the defense. So once I spin, creating my line, and then I get into the paint, taking my time and playing off with 2 feet.
You heard him with that fade consistently. I know that. Let's go to clip 2.
Julius Randle has come up clutch. His defense was sensational.
No Rudy. It's a possession ball game, and you're down. So this is an incredibly important stop. Grayson Allen's coming through the paint. The official is letting guys get a hand on the hip. How much does that help you?
It definitely helps. When you can be physical, once he catches the ball, it's like, all right, let me tighten up his airspace. One of my biggest strengths is like my feet, my speed, my quickness. I know he's not really going anywhere fast. Every time he makes a move, make him take a tough shot, try to do it without fouling.
Last question for you. The Wolves themselves, back-to-back Western Conference Finals. What gives you confidence that this group can break through?
It's about building those habits, regardless of who we're playing. But I have no doubt, like, when the money's on the line, dudes come to compete. You can just feel the energy in our locker room. It's a different juice. And I know when we play that way and we're connected like that, I feel like we can beat anybody.
Those film rooms are so awesome. DB does such a great job with those. But let's talk about tonight's matchup for the Timberwolves, right? The Houston Rockets, and they've been on different pages since the calendar turned. The Wolves, they rank first in points per game. The Rockets rank dead last year. They've just really gone ice cold from 3. They've struggled to create movement, and we've seen that lately. And tonight, Brian, we talked about how much they struggled with that jump shooting. What's their option tonight when you're going to contend with Rudy Gobert in the paint?
Exactly. So they get a break with Ant not playing tonight, okay? So that means that they may not need as much prolific offense. If you look at the whole season, the Rockets have actually had a really good offensive season. The last 10 games, they just can't hit anything. Jabari Smith's in a slump. KD's in a slump from 3. Even Reed Shepard's been missing shots recently. Şengün has really been struggling from outside. So that's in there. And I think the thing that if you're Ime Udoka is, okay, our defense has also slipped a little bit. So if we're not going to be awesome on offense, we need to really get back to our defensive edge because their defense has been good but not great, and their offense, which had been great, has been below average.
Yeah, and I agree. But look, I'm always going to lean towards who are the Rockets. The Rockets are a physical team. They're a defensive-minded team. They need to get their identity back. Their identity is going double big. And I understand they've been going, quote-unquote, small, putting Şengün, starting him at the 5 for the offensive purposes. But I would go big Steven Adams and Şengün and hang my hats on the defensive side of things. And like you said, last night they had 23 offensive rebounds. Put Steven Adams back in the starting lineup, they might have 40. You know what I mean? That's their identity right now, because you're not just going to fix their shooting overnight. Amen Thompson is not going to just come out and magically look like Seth Curry. That's not going to happen.
Did you say Steph or Seth?
Seth.
Either.
Seth.
He won't look like either.
Go ahead,
so
Bobby.
funny. Is it Funny Friday?
No, I just.
I thought it was Wednesday.
On the other side of it with Minnesota tonight, we've talked a lot during this year about them needing a point guard. Can they get a guard at the trade deadline? And the one player that we haven't talked about who's done a really nice job is Bones Highland. I'm a big fan of 25-year-olds that get drafted in the first round, and it kind of takes a little bit of time to figure out. Denver, Clippers, Minnesota had 23 points in his last game, and we all thought Rob Dillingham was going to be that heir apparent guard of the future. He stepped in and has done a really nice job for Minnesota.
Well, and I agree, Bobby, but that goes to show you all you need is an opportunity. Stay ready so that you don't have to get ready, but also a coach that's going to believe in you.
Sure.
Right? That goes a long way for any player. We're watching, Peyton Watson right now, and we're watching what he's doing for the Denver Nuggets. So once you get an opportunity and a coach give you that confidence, then we can see production out of certain players like Bones Highland.
And with Ant in and out of the starting lineup this year, as he's dealt with that foot issue, that infection, that injury, we've talked about Minnesota and where they stand, because going to back-to-back Western Conference Finals, the bar is incredibly high. But they're starting to round into form. Watch them. They could be a formidable team here once again in the West.
ESPN.